buenas a todos, ¿qué tal estáis? Bienvenidos a Lord Guzmán, al canal de Lord Guzmán. Bienvenidos a un nuevo episodio de Greedfall, el segundo. Estrenado hace muy poquito en el canal y ya estamos aquí para jugar el segundo. Dentro juego. Y bien, ya estamos entrando. A ver si el juego aparece en nuestra pantalla. Ahí estamos. Greedfall, bienvenidos. Bueno, vamos a continuar con nuestras aventuras en este juego de capa y espada. Vale. No sé cuántos compañeros podemos llevar. Creo que solo podemos llevar a uno con nosotros. Pero es que estoy descubriendo todo de este juego muy poco a poco, pero me encanta la estética, la verdad.
Captain, sir, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
You're going to have to wait.
Vais a tener
We
que
need
esperar.
to find a way to
Hay que
clear
hallar
the
una
access to
forma
the
de despejar el
warehouse.
acceso al almacén. Tenemos que ir aquí y aquí. Sígueme, amigo mío. Sin chocarte con nada.
Do you have any idea how to get in there without being noticed?
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less
Echaré un vistazo
conspicuous
alrededor del
entrance.
edificio. Puede que haya
Where is
alguna
the
manera.
manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities.
Estamos en la
They
capitanía del
keep the
puerto,
official
cuando
documents
todos los
upstairs.
documentos oficiales estarán arriba.
To my help! And death to the others! Move away! Things are
Me lo quedo. Me lo quedo y me lo quedo. Nada. ¡Oh! Madre mía del amor hermoso. Evidentemente, ¿no? ¿Qué más hemos pillado? Unos guantes, me parece a mí, ¿no? Unos guantes. Pero perdemos. Me quedo con los que hay. Mis guantes de orfebre. Pero ostras. Mira, ahora guapo, ¿eh?
If you wore a Naut uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in, unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear.
Arriba.
I'll just need to find the proper ingredients, but it's doable. Here's the ship's manifest.
El
We only
manifiesto.
need to add our merchandise to the list.
Listo. No es muy legal lo que acabamos de hacer, pero de otra manera hubiésemos tenido problemas. Ya vamos a estar vendiendo cosas. Vale, ¿y ahora qué? Hablemos con el capitán.
Hello? What can I do for you?
We're the relay. You're
Somos
dismissed.
el relevo. Pueden retirarse.
Finally! We were starting to grow moss. Courage, me hearties. The path is clear. We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
Oh, qué bien. Chorro de cosas estamos pillando, ¿no?
Well, now, can we get going?
The way is clear. It's
Vía
time to
libre.
get going.
Hora de ponerse en
Do your
marcha.
best to be quick and quiet about it. You won't have much time to move it.
Don't you be worrying now. We're off.
The warehouse is at the
El
end to the
almacén está al
right.
final a la derecha.
You can't
No
miss
tiene
it.
pérdida.
Move out. Quick steps.
Vamos a seguir haciendo misioncilla. Que nos está yendo muy bien. Me equivoco de ruta. Sabes que las misiones secundarias en este tipo de juegos, mientras más misiones secundarias te metas entre pecho y espalda, rápidamente subirás de nivel. Y con esa subida de nivel, pues luego cuando tengas que enfrentarte a retos más duros, pues estarás preparado. Cosa que de otra manera no lo estarías. ¿Qué leí yo? Señor de Corsillón. Vamos a ver dónde ha desaparecido este chaval, que no saben nada de él. Está la gente preocupada. Flavia.
Good day.
Buenos días.
Someone told me that you're a
He
friend
dicho que
of
es amiga de
Jonas's,
Jonas, el
the
joven
young
grumete
cabin
que
boy
ha
who's gone missing.
desaparecido.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes.
Sí.
Your captain
Su
asked me
capitán
to
me ha
go
pedido
and
que lo
find
busque.
him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
¿Dónde lo viste por
When did
última
you
vez?
last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the
¿Pareció
ordinary?
algo raro? ¿Lo vio
Was he
inquieto?
troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be?
¿A qué cree que
Give
se
me your
debía,
best guess.
en su opinión?
Boy, I haven't the faintest idea.
What does Jonas do in his
¿Qué
free
puede
time?
decir sobre Jonas? ¿Qué
when
hace
you're on
Jonas en
land?
su tiempo libre?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
¿Alguna vez ha bebido más de la
Never.
cuenta?
He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
¿Qué me puedes decir de estos amigos?
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
¿Y sabes si tienes
Do you think
enemigos?
he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
I don't know where to start with this.
No sé muy bien
Do
por
you
dónde
have any
empezar. ¿Se
idea?
le ocurre algo?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
¿Y usted
I
se le
like
cree?
Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
I need to be going.
Tengo que marcharme.
Farewell.
Adiós. Lauro.
Good day, sailor.
Buenos días, marinero.
I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 deaf winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand. Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof,
Desaparecieron.
gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
¿Por qué no intervino?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Informó de ello, el capitán.
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left. You get me?
Did Jonas seem troubled
Pareció
to
que
you
Jonas estuviera
the
nervioso
night he
cuando
disappeared?
desapareció.
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his
¿Sabes
mind?
lo que le preocupaba?
No. No idea.
Why would anyone want to
¿Por qué iba
snatch a
alguien
mere
querer raptar a
cabin
un
boy?
simple grumete
How would
sin un
I
duro?
know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but mist too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine
Solo
a
que me
gang of
imagino una
thugs
banda de
hoping
matadores
to get a
intentando conseguir
ransom
un
for a
rescate de
cabin
un
boy.
grumete.
Did anyone else see the
¿Vio a
kidnapping?
alguien más en el
There was
secuestro?
still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
Thank you, Lara.
Gracias,
I need to
Lauro.
be going.
Debo marcharme.
Strange story, this is.
Something isn't right here, I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
A la taberna. A mí me parece muy raro todo esto, ¿eh? Hola, chaval.
Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see you again.
Sí, ¿no?
Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
Pues mira, lo primero vengo a venderte. Vale, porque tengo cosas que no me van a hacer falta, como por ejemplo. Hostia, esta espada hace 189. Bueno, te voy a vender el viejo sabre. Vale, aquí te voy a vender esto. Y te voy a vender uno de estos. Y este también. Te voy a vender estas. Y estas. Esto no te lo vendo ni de coña. Y ya está. Esto por
Thank
ahí.
you for your visit. See you soon.
Y ahora una cosita.
Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you
Gracias.
seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
Pues mira, ahora te voy a comprar. ¿Y qué es lo que te voy a comprar? Porque tú dirás, ¿qué vas a comprarte, tío? Pues mira, voy a comprarte tacos metálicos que me hacen falta.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Come closer, good people. Don't be afraid. Come, celebrate the miracle of science. You won't believe your eyes.
The furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks
Totalmente.
as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
And there you have it. You'd never guess they were once broken.
Nadie echa de menos este dinero. Mejor para mí.
Well then, were you able to repair it all?
Yes,
Sí,
just like
como
new.
nuevo, o casi.
Or nearly.
That does indeed look like fine work. You know what you're doing.
I would hope.
Eso espero.
Can you tell me where I can
¿podrías
find my
decirme dónde puedo
cousin now?
encontrar a mi primo?
Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool. He went and insulted a band of ruffians from the lower boroughs. Dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse they operate out of a few streets from here.
What kind of business
¿Qué
do
tipo de
they run?
negocio dirigen?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. But you didn't hear that from me. In any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin, I would hurry if I were you. They're not the
Muy bien.
tender sorts.
Thank you for the information.
Gracias por la información.
Off with ya. Get him out of whatever mess he's got himself into. Seemed like a courageous fellow. Who could down his pint? Anything else?
Sobre el grumete que ha desaparecido.
I'm looking for a Naut.
Estoy buscando
A
un
young
nauta,
cabin boy who's
un joven
been missing
grumete.
roll
Nos ha
call for 2
presentado en el
days now.
recuento 2 días
A
seguidos.
Naut, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been
Compañero
taken
se
right
lo tiene
here.
que haber llevado de
A
aquí.
kidnapping. In my establishment. You surely jest. Or at least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water.
Someone told me about
Me
one
han
of your
hablado de
faithful
que uno de
clients.
sus parroquianos,
A
un
big
gran jugador
gambler,
al
it would
parecer,
seem.
I
podría haber
see.
visto algo.
An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this
¿Dónde
time?
podría encontrarlo?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table. Anything else?
Nada más.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Vaya, el jugador está cerca.
Who are you? I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No,
No,
have no
no se
fear about
preocupe.
that.
He venido
It's for a
por otra
different reason
razón.
that I am here. I'm looking for a Naut that
Busco un
disappeared
nauta
2
que
days ago
desapareció hace 2 días.
after visiting this
Tras haber
establishment.
visitado este
A young
establecimiento.
cabin boy.
Un joven grumete.
2 members of his crew
Acompañaban 2
accompanied
miembros
him.
de su tripulación.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
What can you tell me
¿Qué
about
puede
the boy?
contarme sobre el chico?
How was
¿Cómo
he that
estaba esta
night?
noche?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Tell me
¿Vio
what
usted
happened
algo?
that evening.
Dígame qué
A
ocurrió.
rich merchant came in, with a band of strong-arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
Y
It
después,
just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
Who was the rich merchant, do
¿quién
you
cree que
think?
es el mercader rico?
A jilted
¿Un
lover?
amante
A
despechado?
moneylender?
¿Un prestamista?
No, sir. You are in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
¿Dónde puedo
He has a
encontrarlo?
house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Toleme embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely
Ha sido
helpful.
usted de gran ayuda.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Sea como fuere,
Citizens of Serene,
va a ser
come to
jodido.
me. Citizens, I present to you Hacia, the absolute cure of everything. Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still, this little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malichor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malichor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice!
Charlatán.
A phial only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Se va a poder curarlo todo, un
Everything.
charlatán, tío.
Absolutely everything. Except the Malachor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malachor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take 2.
There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
His speech is well polished. I even feel like buying some.
And if we had a word with him, I wonder if he'll serve us the same routine.
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I
Sí,
haven't made
verdad,
up my
todavía no me he
mind yet.
decidido.
I want to
Quiero
be
estar seguro
certain
de no
that I'm
estar
not dealing
tratando
with
con un
a charlatan.
charlatán.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Are there any nasty side
Algún efecto
effects with
secundario
this remedy
peligroso.
of yours?
There are none. You will feel nothing but an intense sense of well-being.
Pues hágame
Will
una
you drink one
demostración.
of your potions to
Debería una
prove
de
your
sus
good
pociones
faith?
como muestra de
Of
buena fe.
course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now, I saw you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's
Nada
the
demuestra
same
que sea la
potion that
misma
you sell to
poción
your
que vende a sus
clients.
clientes.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
La carreta. El problema es dónde tiene la carreta, colega. Esta misión me parece a mí que no merece la pena meternos en ella porque es que no hay forma de saber cómo hacerlo. Como rodeamos al fuego hay que rodearlo. Nos vamos a meter ahí de lleno. Qué empujón le acabo de pegar a la pobre mujer.
Might I help you, sir?
I would like to have a word
Me
with
gustaría
Sir
hablar con el
Fontaine.
señor Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
Es la primera vez que veo que un aplique no te deja pasar. Mira, chocas con el aplique. Qué increíble, tío. Entonces los típicos bugs que en el 2019 siguen produciéndose en los juegos por sacarlo de manera apresurada, creo yo, al mercado. Y nos metemos directamente en la habitación de la señora. Esto sería un escándalo en el siglo en el que es.
I've seen you at court. You are Lord de Sade. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word
Me
with your
gustaría hablar
husband.
con su marido.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a
Se
delicate
trata de un
matter.
asunto delicado.
We're looking for a missing
Buscamos a un
cabin boy.
grumete que ha
According to
desaparecido.
witnesses,
Según varios
he had
testigos,
an
tuvo una
argument with your
discusión con
husband
su
before
marido
being
antes de que lo
taken.
raptaran.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not
Discúlpeme,
sure I
pero me temo que
understand.
no la entiendo.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
¿Qué?
I am very
Vaya
surprised.
sorpresa. Numerosos
Several
testigos
witnesses
confirman
confirmed
que
that
su
your
hijo,
son
se
had a
peleó con
fight
su
with your
marido.
husband, and that his men
que
escorted him
sus
from
hombres
the
lo
tavern
sacaron
using
a la fuerza de
force.
la taberna.
If he had joined
Si
your
hubiera
husband
acompañado a su
willingly,
marido voluntariamente,
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
these witnesses are
todos
all in
los testigos
agreement, and it's
coinciden
their
y han sido sus
testimonies that have led me
testimonios
to
los
your
que me han
doorstep.
traído hasta aquí,
My
señora.
son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
¿Y por qué se llevaron los nautas a su
What
hijo?
was your son doing on a Naut ship?
¿Qué hacía su hijo?
Why would they have
Un
taken him?
barconauta.
It is
¿Qué
what
razón
they
tendría para
do.
trabajar en él?
Through pacts and contracts, they steal away young children from their mothers.
What are you talking about?
¿De qué habla?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. But it is true that you are young and inexperienced. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own nation and their terrible allies. This horrible, constant ransoming that they put us through. But I will not say another word. You will have no trouble verifying the details now that you know what to look for.
Where might I find your son
¿Dónde se
now?
encuentra ahora su hijo?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact.
Este
It
pacto
sounds like some
es
fear-inducing
un
story.
cuento de miedo.
The Nauts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Me gusta verlo como el muñeco corre. Hablemos con el capitán Vasco. Si el capitán es vasco es porque seguramente es Pachi. Vale, chistaco malo, malo. Y además me lo he pensado, ni siquiera lo he lanzado del tirón. Qué tío malo. Qué malo, ¿verdad? Muy malo, muy malo. No me lo tengáis en cuenta. Venga, el mapa, que yo mire. Por aquí podemos bajar. El puerto. Está muy bien ambientación. Lo dije en el primer episodio y lo sigo diciendo. La ambientación, o sea, lo que viene siendo una ciudad en esta época está muy bien hecha. Tiene sus fallos, como muchos juegos, pero bueno, estas cosas se pulen conforme se va cogiendo experiencia a la hora de crear videojuegos. Capitán Vasco.
Sir, you still haven't found your
Aún no
cousin.
encontró a su primo.
As you well know, we cannot leave without
Sí, ya sé que no encontró a mi
Have
primo.
no fear.
No se
I will
preocupe,
bring
nos
him back in
traeremos a
time
tiempo
to
para
make
que
our
podamos
scheduled
partir según lo
departure.
previsto.
Is everything
¿Está
ready?
todo listo?
I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
I spoke with a woman
He
who
hablado con
told
una
me she
mujer que
was the
dice ser la
mother of
madre
the
del
cabin
grumete.
boy.
Asegura que le
She claims that
arrebataron a
her
su
son was
hijo.
taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract?
Un contrato.
But what kind of
¿Pero de
contract
qué
are we
clase de
speaking
contrato
of?
estamos hablando?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nords, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Nord. Our ships are his home. We are his only family.
Por cierto, ¿qué sabe usted de
Have you
los
seen
herejes?
anyone
¿Ha
wandering
visto
about?
gente de manera
Suspicious
sospechosa
looking.
o pasajeros
Maybe clandestine
clandestinos, o
passengers.
gente rara?
Take a
por
look
ahí?
around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible
Supuse que me dirías
stowaways.
esto.
As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I pay no attention to them. That said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler just a while ago.
A smuggler?
Un contrabandista.
Maybe he
Quizá
could
pueda
be of some
servirme.
use.
¿Dónde puedo
Where could I
encontrarlo?
find him?
In the port jails, not far from the warehouses. May I ask you, why the sudden interest in smugglers and the odd stowaway?
Nothing to bother yourself
Nada
about.
que merezca su
I'm just
atención.
curious.
Mera curiosidad.
You wouldn't, by the sheerest of coincidences, be on the trail of a couple of heretics, Your Excellency. The same a couple of the ambassadors of Teleme's men have been looking for nigh on 2 days.
And so you know about that?
¿Está usted al corriente?
Of course. The Cardinal's henchmen are hard to miss, even in a crowd. And they were making quite a fuss, hoping we would cave in and help them in their hunt. Feel free to carry out your own investigation, but you'll end up with the same answers. The port brigs, just like the warehouses, are property of the Nords. No one else may enter.
Be back soon, Captain.
Volveré enseguida,
You see
capitán.
anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Naut?
Sir de Corcillion's a
Sir de
veritable well
Corcilio
of
es una verdadera
scientific
fuente de
knowledge.
sabiduría.
He could
Podría
tell us a little
contarnos
more.
más. Hola, gilipuerta.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry.
No se preocupe.
We'll find him
lo
in time for
encontraremos a
departure.
tiempo justo
I
para
certainly hope so.
zarpar.
Would you be in need of my help in any way?
I've had a word with Lady
He
Fontaine.
hablado con la señora
You
Fontaine.
must know her.
¿Sabe?
That rich
Esa
family
familia
that
rica
lives
que
near
vive
the
cerca de los
docks.
muelles.
She told me a
Me ha contado una
strange
historia
story
extraña
about
sobre
her
su hijo,
son, who
que
was
era
a
un
cabin boy
grumete
on our
en
ship.
nuestro barco.
She said that he was
Dice que se lo
taken
llevaron
when he
cuando
was a
solo era un
child
niño
due to
debido a un
some
contrato con los
contract with the
náutas.
Nords.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him
Lo han
back to
raptado
bring
para
him home.
llevárselo de vuelta a casa.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nords. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the
diciendo que los
Fontaines
Fontaine
lost their
perdieron a su
son
hijo
because
por
of
un
some
acuerdo firmado
agreement
entre mi
signed
tío y los
between my
náutas?
uncle and the Nords?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Do you mean he would have
Se
offered up
refiere
his
que habría entregado
own
a su propio
son
hijo
in
a cambio de
exchange for
riqueza.
wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Naughts as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do my best.
Haré lo que pueda.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
Estas típicas misiones de ve aquí, mantén una conversación, ve allá, mantén otra, ve aquí, mantén una conversación, ve allá, mantén otra, ve aquí, mantén una conversación. Uf, coñazo, tío. Algunos RPG tienen este tipo de misiones que te hacen dar vueltas para acá y para allá. Joder, 11 monedas de oro en un barril. Para arriba, al barrio de los ricos.
To my help! And turn to the other! Come here, my beauties!
Esta pobre mujer que no le ha dado tiempo ni a decirme ahora con nosotros el camino del Señor, que ya le he pegado yo la somanta paro no han dado en su vida, ¿sabes? ¿Dónde coño estoy yendo, tío? ¿Y por qué me marca para arriba? O sea, es que no lo entiendo. Me marca para arriba. Esto de los juegos yo no sé cómo coño va, pero funciona como el culo. O sea, te marca que vayas a un lugar donde tú ni tienes que ir, ni nada de nada. Si tú sigues más o menos lo que te dice ellos, te puede llevar, yo qué sé, para llegar a los sitios, vamos. ¿Y tú? No te marca ni la distancia, hay veces que sí, hay veces que no. Ay, Dios. Nota la atención de la sirvienta. Me gustaría que preparara varias comidas y las llevara a los almacenes que tenemos en el canal. Mi marido tendrá que trabajar unos días allí con su ayudante y su sombra, así que asegúrate de que hay suficiente comida para todos. Sea discreta, no queremos que otra familia se entere de lo que está pasando.
This document mentions another property.
Este documento menciona otra propiedad, un
That would
almacén.
be a great place to hide. Shall we take a peek?
Sigue. Lo arde de manera eterna. Esa leña no está contra... ¡Sois gemelas! te giras para allá, tío. Mueves como cierto...
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
Let's just try to remain discreet.
Discreción. Vamos... discretitos nosotros. Aquí no hay nadie, amigo mío. Te digo que no hay nadie, es que no hay nadie.
Sir de Sade, what are you doing here?
I've come
Señor
looking for your
Fontaine,
son.
vengo en busca de
The
su
Naughts
hijo.
are worried
Los
about his
nautas le preocupa un
disappearance.
poquito su desaparición.
Those Naughts took him from us, but now we've got him back, and he'll be staying with us.
Would you be so kind as to
¿Sería
hear
tan
what I
amable
have
de
to say,
escuchar lo que
Sir
tengo que
Fontaine?
decir, señor Fontaine?
You've taken your son
Se ha
against
llevado
his
usted al
will
hijo
and have
contra
him
su
locked
voluntad.
up like
Lo ha encerrado
merchandise in
como
a
mercancía en un
warehouse.
almacén.
Is that what you call being
¿A
a
eso
good
lo llama ser
father?
un buen padre?
If I hadn't taken him back, he would have been hauled off on one of the cursed ships.
If that's what he wants,
Sí, eso
then
es lo
why
que
would
él
you want
quiere.
to stop him?
¿Por qué debería
For
impedírselo
his
usted?
mother. She misses him so. But in the end, you may be right. My boy has changed. He hasn't spoken a word to me since we've been in this precarious predicament. Very well. Take the key and take him away. Cursed be the day I delivered my son unto the Naughts.
All children leave the nest one day or
Todos
another, sir.
los niños abandonan
Farewell.
el nido todo temprano, señor. Adiós. Hemos cumplido. No me ha vuelto con un mariquito una rebaja braga. De verdad. Creo que es por aquí. Es que lo tenía encerrado el colega, Joder, macho. Uy, me he equivocado, pero bien, de camino, Aquí no hay salida ni para atrás. Bueno, pues nada. ¿Y entonces dónde está el niño?
Locked.
Chaval. Vámonos.
Who are you?
My name is
Me
Desade.
llamo de Sardet.
I am legate
Soy
of the
legado de la
congregation.
congregación.
Your captain has sent
Su
me to
capitán me ha
find
enviado a
you.
buscarlo.
And were you able to convince my father to allow me to go free?
Yes.
Sí.
Even
Aunque
if I
he
had to
tenido que
bend his arm a
ponerme
little.
un poco.
That doesn't surprise me. He seemed to have no intention of changing his mind. I feel more sorry for my mother. She seems so sweet and happy to see me.
You don't seem to be all
No
that
parece
close to
estar
your
usted muy
parents.
unido a sus
I hadn't
padres.
seen them since I was 5 years old. I barely remember them. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that. My family is the Naughts. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now. Can I go home?
Yes.
Sí.
You should
Aunque
still
debería
go
al
and say
menos
farewell
despedirse
to
de
your
su
mother.
madre y después ir
Then
al
find your
barco.
way to the ship.
Nos vemos allí.
I'll see you there.
Misión cumplida. Dios, señor. Muy bien. ¿Qué te parece si vamos al puerto e informamos al capitán de que su grumete viene de camino?
You'll find all you need in our selection, whatever you need to be the talk of all serene.
Pasamos por los mismos sitios 20 veces, tío. Tampoco es tan grande el puerto. Y en 2 capítulos hemos pasado por aquí, por este callejón, yo qué sé, 4 o 5 veces. Ahora me va a volver a decir que mi primo sigue sin aparecer, que ya lo sé yo.
Sir, you still haven't found your cousin. As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Que ya sé que no voy a
Have no
encontrar
fear.
primo.
I will bring him back
Lo
in time
traeré
to
a
make our
tiempo.
scheduled
Es la
departure.
quinta vez que te lo
Is
digo en
everything
2
ready?
episodios, tío.
My cabin
más
boy,
pesado.
Jonas, is back on ship. I have you to thank, I imagine.
You do.
Sí, así
It's
es.
a rather
Un
sad
asunto bastante
affair, and
triste,
though
dejar una
solved,
familia
leaves a
rota a pesar
broken
de haberlo
family
solucionado.
behind.
All we can do is plot a course. No one tells the wind what to do. I do thank you. I didn't think you'd go to so much trouble for a cabin boy. Your actions bring you honor.
Y me da reputación y experiencia. Muy bien.
Be back soon, Captain.
Y subo de nivel. Oh, sí. Siguiente punto, nivel 3. Desarrollo del personaje. Vale. Bueno, hijo. ¿Cómo lo llevamos? Llevamos 54 minutos. Lo llevamos jodidos si queremos encontrar a mi primo en 6 minutos. Y partir. Ya no es encontrarlo y partir. Está la cosa complicada. Vamos por abajo porque me parece que por aquí es por abajo. No sé si vamos a... Si por aquí vamos a poder ir. Yo me parece que por aquí no. Vamos a tener que dar la vueltecita por aquí.
The hiding place of this smuggler is filthy. But perhaps we'll discover some useful information.
Ajá. Está jodido el tema, ¿eh? Porque está en una zona de difícil acceso. A ver si hay alguna calle aquí que salga hacia el lado, ¿sabéis?
any idea who I am? Open up, imbeciles! I have a ship to catch!
That vulture of a tavern master was right. It is Constantine's voice. It's coming from the floor above.
It sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
Aunque también podemos hacer otra estrategia, que es la de...
It's not possible just now.
¿Cómo que no es posible?
It's blocked.
¿Blocked? Pues a ver que buscar otra forma de entrar.
It's obvious that he's a noble.
Oi! Where do you think you're going? You're in our territory.
No me digas, ¿en serio?
I'm looking for my cousin, and it would seem that he's in this building.
That very well could be. We have had a guest since yesterday. A regular ladies' man in golden stitches.
That would fit the bill. I have no idea how he earned such a kind invitation, but...
Being born into silk sheets doesn't give him the right to insult his fellow man, or to show disrespect.
We know this sort only too well. Used to everyone doing whatever he says. But they're always a lot friendlier having learned their little lesson. Isn't that right, Chief?
That's right. But lessons have a price. So, if you want your drunkard back...
That drunkard is the only son of Prince d'Orsay. I'm sure you know the punishment reserved for those who slight His Majesty.
Shit! You are absolutely right, Chief. He's definitely rich and certainly a noble.
Shut your trap, imbecile. You want to get us drawn and quartered? Listen, we didn't know who we were dealing with. We never would have given offense to the prince.
That's what I had assumed.
Here, take the key to his cell and give our respects to his highness.
Bueno, a veces la persuasión es útil. No siempre, pero a veces sí. ¿Dónde está el capullo este? Hombre, si puedo aprovechar para llevarme todo lo que pille, pues bienvenido sea. Por ejemplo, lo que hay en este cofre. Ni tengo la llave ni puedo forzar. Lástima. No soy un ladrón. ¿Dónde estará el capullo de mi primo?
It's not possible just now.
Vale, esto está desbloqueado. Pues ya podemos entrar y salir de aquí a nuestro antojo. Vale, pues ahora sí hay que sacar al colega ya de su celda. Antes de que la conversación que hemos mantenido no nos haya servido para nada. Hay que buscarlo. Hay que ver dónde está. Tiene que estar por aquí en algún sitio. Eso te enganchas en todas las esquinitas, tío. ¿Por arriba puede ser que esté arriba? No creo que esté arriba, ¿no? Si yo lo escuchaba abajo.
Locked.
Pues estaba arriba.
Well, this has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress. Constantine, it's me! My dear cousin! Oh, my lucky star! Always there to pull me out of my fights. I do what I can.
We're departing soon.
Hago lo que puedo.
Your father wasn't pleased by
your
your
padre
absence
no
this
estará
morning.
muy complacido con tu ausencia.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you.
Seguro
I
que se
know
preocupa por
that.
ti.
He appointed
¿Acaso
you
no te ha
governor,
nombrado
didn't
gobernador?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. Enough said. Today we set sail for adventure. If you only knew how these river scum treated me. Do me a courtesy, good cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
Sorry, Constantine, but we drove a hard bargain to get you out of their grasp. I don't intend to...
What? Don't tell me that you paid them a ransom. Oh well. What is done is done. A mighty vessel awaits us. And a tremendous adventure.
Por aquí, chaval. Vamos a terminar el episodio en el barco. Anda que me tienes contento. ¿Qué me has hecho venir y dónde me has hecho venir para sacarte de las castañas del fuego? ¿Sí la estoy liando? No, no la estoy liando. Bueno, después de 2 días dando vueltas, por fin encontraron el primo. Aquí lo tiene.
Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Tir Freddy. I'm enchanted, Captain. I am eager to board your ship.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness. I hope you enjoy your voyage.
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon.
Bien.
Permission to board the ship.
Permiso para abordar.
We are ready.
Estamos listos.
Certainly. But keep in mind that we'll be at sea for several months. If you have any farewells to make or any final business to put into order, now is the time.
No.
No, my house is in order. We are ready to embark.
Estamos listos.
Perfect. Follow me.
I am so eager to discover Tir Freddy.
Bueno, pues vamos a guardar. En el próximo pues seguiremos a partir de aquí. Ya una vez que hemos salido ya del puerto y que nos embarcamos en la misión principal y más importante de este juego. Pero ya llevamos 1 hora y pico, así que es hora de salir. Muchas gracias a todos por seguirme y hasta la próxima.